Pleasure to meet you. It's allegedly Demetria. You can go ahead and put your feet up. Might as well turn up your speakers. Pleasure to meet you. It's allegedly Demetria. You can go ahead and put your feet up. Might as well turn up the speakers. All of the top besides. Then I turn up like a boss. No problem helping the lies. All of the filters be off. Check out a couple reactions. Go get you something to snack with. Back to Demetria the broadcast. Chopping it up on the podcast. Don't forget like and subscribe. You never know who's gon' slide. Leave a comment, baby. We've been on shit lately. Say whatever's on your mind. Can I have a good time? You already know how it go. Relax and enjoy the show. Pleasure to meet you. It's allegedly Demetria. You can go ahead and put your feet up. Might as well turn up your speakers. Pleasure to meet you. It's allegedly Demetria. You can go ahead and put your feet up. Might as well turn up the speakers. Pleasure to meet you. It's allegedly Demetria. You can go ahead and put your feet up. Might as well turn up your speakers. Pleasure to meet you. It's allegedly Demetria. You can go ahead and put your feet up. Might as well turn up the speakers. Yo. What's good with y'all? We finna be checking out, welcome to another episode of Allegedly Demetria. I am Tress. This is Demetria.
If that's what you think.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
If
that's what you think.
We finna be getting into this video. We're gonna check out Gene Deal. He's gonna be talking about this 50 cent paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Giving his 2 cents and whatnot, you know? They be coming with these commercials. And
You always wondered why that app didn't exist. Now you can make it. Meet Replit Agent. Want a custom workout plan? Make an app for that. Have a great idea at 2 a.m.? Make an app for that. Need to run an analysis?
It's a natural reaction. They start mixing the facts in.
So this is Gene Deal. Gene Deal was around in the 90s, and he was a bodyguard for a lot of the celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them. And he was one of the first individuals to speak out, you know, about different stuff that was happening around the bad boy days and the death row days. So like he got all the, you know. Plus he like yeah. Plus he like a valid street nigga, like one of the OGs. So like a lot of people go to him to get some of the facts about stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like if he drops some content or something or say something about the content or what's going on, then like you be like, okay, well it was already merged by you know Gene, you know the nigga merged it already. So be pretty solid with his information though. Everything that I've seen, he said for the most part has either happened then or was some actual footage. Gene Deal.
They put their story with your story, like that's really what happened. From for these fellas, from for these women. It's a trait that's passed down from old heads right down to they children.
The Gene.
Just start the show then, Gene. People been waiting on you all day.
I'm just gonna wait till everybody come in.
Why you gotta wait, man? Just start the show. Ladies, gentlemen. And we're gonna open up our lines. Y'all heard me breathing. Get out of here. He said we heard you breathing. Yeah, okay. I better breathe. Yeah, okay. So that's what's gonna do my Black History Show. But today, y'all, I came to give y'all some true facts. You understand? Because a lot of felonious bullshit is going up about 50. And you know what I'm saying?
Right there. So not necessarily a New Yorker. I can't say he a New Yorker because I don't know where he was born. I would like to believe and say that he is, but I'm not too sure on it. I've watched enough of his content to watch, you know, the answer to that, but I'm not sure. That's how that's how you know that's how they talk. They gonna you know. But this is not a bias. None of this is bias. All this is alleged. You know, I ain't taking no sides in the situation. I'm not a. We're gonna start this off now and let them know now. I'm not a 50 fan over a Ti fan. I'm not a Ti fan over 50. I'm not biased. Keep it a buck. I'm an artist myself, so I really don't like
you know. But a lot of this stuff, I find it to be monumental more than entertaining. And entertaining, you know what I'm
By the
saying?
way,
And entertaining nonetheless. I rock with it, you know what I'm saying? I tune in, you know.
I ain't biased
I
either.
ain't being but you think I don't like T.I. You
Biased
think I
either.
don't like T.I.
I'm a T.I. fan.
I'm just
Not
I
biased.
always pick a side. I ain't gonna never tell you
He
if
said
I
he
ain't got a dog
always
in the
pick a
fight, I ain't got a
side.
dog in the fight. But if somebody I fuck with and somebody's telling false information on them, you understand? I'm definitely gonna let y'all know what the truth is. Now y'all can go and take it and run with it and say whatever y'all want to say with it to other people.
Now if I know the truth about something, I will pick a side. And
Mhm.
I'll say the truth. You know what I'm saying? As far as
So you
like
gonna sit up here and act like me and Tiny ain't friends?
y'all may be friends and y'all are totally friends in the astral realms for sure.
In the asteroid.
In the astral
Who's
realms
talking
for
about
sure.
it?
Still, you hear her Tiny on Shade. She trying to tell you, hold on, she's doing the show right now. But she will be getting back to you. It's not like you're not important. You know, she does value your time. She does know your time is valuable, but we're currently shooting this video right now. But at the end of this video, we'll definitely have her get back to you. Yeah.
But I'm gonna let you know what the
Ooh,
truth of the matter is. Now, Tony Ayo came up on Vlad. He said, yo, we was a part of Black Hands. Yes, they were. They was a part of Black Hands in the sense whereas that they had a relationship with Chaz, and Chaz was supposed to make sure that they movement runs smooth when they go out to the city and do different shows and stuff like that. But and the fact of the matter is that I was over Black Hands security. You know what I'm saying? When Chaz needed to go certain places like clubs, give parties and everything like that, I was the dude that he moved with. You understand? So I was around and I was a part of Black Hands. I couldn't be, and I had me and Chaz used to laugh and talk about this because when you was a part of Black Hands, you had to have a criminal record. And my criminal record got abolished when I was 16 years old, when I was in Clayton, out there in Missouri. I think I did anywhere from 6 to 9 months in Clayton as a child over some bullshit. And my record got abolished, you know, because I never got in trouble again. I wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. A principal lied on me, you know what I'm saying? I end up doing those months for stuff that I didn't have nothing to do with, right? I pick a side. And the information that I'm going to give you today, you can run with that shit. You could go with it, and you could take it to your other friends, them channels. You know what I'm saying? I see my moderators on other people's channels moderating and everything like that. I don't have no problem with that. Y'all could take it to them. Y'all could take it to other shows and stuff, but it's the truth. So me being over Black Hand Security, and
that's an individual that don't care, you know, about like the opinions of the viewer on what they're saying. You can tell that they're being like as transparent as possible, or frank, being as transparent as possible, or frank, for sure, for sure. But yeah, I watch a lot of his content because of how genuine he comes off, regardless of what a person's personal life story may have been. Like he may have done his dirt or whatever the case may be. I don't know that he, you know, left or right. I've never peered into that or wanted to look into. You know what I'm saying? But coming off of like but for the most part, he seemed like a squeaky clean guy though. You know what I'm saying? He just seems like an upstanding individual. You know what I'm saying? Bodyguard, college. He was in a fraternity. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that people look for to, you know, judge your frame of mind. If you have a good head on your shoulder, always had a gig, a job, was working, and defended the lives of fellow individuals around him, and was willing to put his life on the line. Was the last dude. This the last dude. He was the last dude to see me
I
before
want to
he.
know though why. Excuse me. I want to know why though. Like if he was a part of, you know, the crew or the clique or the group, the team, how is it that he can talk about it now, so many years later, with the freedom of nothing happening?
Because he
and he
was a
coming out with
clean guy
these.
with the books. You see, okay, so you know who he got books, and he was
How you
all.
think that
I don't know. Perhaps he's not in favor of that. Perhaps he doesn't feel that that's something that he
he's
would.
supposed to be
Yeah.
exposed?
I I mean, but if you did something to somebody, say for instance you did something to somebody allegedly, right? You did something to somebody, and then you wouldn't want nobody to know that, so you wouldn't want the information to come out. So by you not wanting that information to come out, of course you're gonna feel some kind of way if somebody telling the information that's not corroborating your story. You know what I'm saying? If their story is like different from your story. Like, nigga, why you telling a whole different story? That's not what I told the police. So that's not what the police story was. You know what I'm saying? But he feels as though that's his his duty to his mother before she passed. That was his duty. He told her, he felt that he was entitled to not necessarily entitled, but more so it was his obligation or duty to tell one what really happened, and then two that like big poured his life into him. On those last few days, as if like one he was already aware that something bad was going to happen to him, and then two he doesn't feel like that the situation was something that was paused for, nor was it ever rectified or justice came from it. So he went on this whole you dig, and one would say that that was what even led up to any of these things happening, or like any type of if there was any wrong being done, which there was some justice happening for some of the situations, whether it was real or fake or perceived or actual justice nonetheless.
Chaz asked me to do him a favor because I had a lot of friends in law enforcement. I mean, I had a lot of friends in law enforcement. I worked law enforcement 27 years myself. I had friends, whereas that if you were sitting down, if you got arrested and you were sitting in the tombs, I can call down there, talk to a couple of people, and have your paperwork get skipped. Whereas that you'll be seen in the next court section. That's how many good friends I've had. I'm an Omega man. You understand? I had a lot of fraternity brothers. I had some good sisters down there that was real close to me as friends. That's in Manhattan, in the Bronx, Queens, and stuff like that. If you get arrested and you sitting in the tombs, I can make a phone call and get your paperwork. It could be 10, 15, 20, 100 people in front of you sitting in the tombs. I can get your paperwork and have your paperwork brought up. You know what I'm saying? Now,
kind of sort of reminds me of Peter, but like more of a like standing individual, like his storytelling or like how he flavors his conversation. There's nice spaces in there, but he could tell like if he used to drink that like he used to be a person that like could tell a good story, but you know what I'm saying? He had like nice little spacing in this conversation.
Yeah.
Gives time to let you marinate, let what he said marinate, or you think about what he said for a second.
Can I do that now? No, because a lot of people are just like me, retired. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Chris from Queens.
Nano Banana Pro is now on Artlist. Up-to-date model and all the leading AI models on text rendering.
You see what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. See, that's why it's there. Why is the That's why it's there. So we could talk about it. That's why. So we could talk about it. Artificial intelligence. Is it real or is it artificial? Let's get back into this video.
But Chris, back then I was a working parole officer. I didn't know ginger was that spicy. That ginger lemon tea, spicy. So now,
jump into the meat of potatoes.
These are the weapons that they found in his house.
Wow.
Federal law, he had a weapon with silencers. And they found, I think 2 of the weapons had the silencers screwed in. When you have the silencers screwed into those weapons, it is considered a tool of an assassin. And this is a mandatory, I think, 15 to life sentence just by having that in your house. Let me really explain to y'all because everybody want to say that he don't want to do the verses and they want to try to make this like a rap, the verses and stuff like that. Let me just tell y'all something, bro. The information that a lot of people with the power that 50 have, and they get that information from a very credible source. They get information that comes from a very credible source. You understand? Like when the people told me way before Russell Simmons was canceled, the people at Global Media told me he was going to be canceled. And I could give them all the information about Russell Simmons. Like, I don't want to talk about Russell Simmons. No. Like, I'm here to talk about Diddy. No, you can't talk about Diddy. I had a brother there with me that's doing major moves on Netflix and the movie things. He's behind the scenes. He was right there because he brought me to Global Media. He was right there and heard them say everything that I'm saying to you guys. I'm not going to say his name, but he was right there. I'm just going to call him RB.
I knew it.
B.
I knew it because, like, he'd be like, I'm not going to say their name and then do something like that, dropping
So I said his
initials.
initial.
So everybody just be sitting there tossing it around in their head. And I'm pretty sure either the audience has already guessed it, but I should have guessed. Probably like somebody
Well,
like,
he ain't gonna call their name and we ain't either. How about that?
So when I bring him forward, if I ever have to bring him forward, he can attest to what I said. I know he wouldn't because he's in that business.
saw the orb though. There's an orb went past. Thank you for the clarification. But no, Gene Deal, he be valid. What he say? Merch. Allegedly. This nigga's merch.
But Global Media told us we could talk about Russell Simmons all day, but we can't talk about Diddy. They knew Russell had been canceled. This was way before he went to Bali over there talking about. It's way before that shit. It's way before he was over there with
Is everything okay?
This game, you're not ready for it.
With his leg behind his head, doing yoga and shit like that. You know, like, why are they saying that about Russell's all right, Russell? Next thing you know, Russell was canceled. It's real talk. So they
That's a common thing in the spiritual space, spiritual sphere, the spiritual realm. You'll have individuals and people who will be all, namaste, love and light, save this and save that and dial it in the forefront. But behind closed doors, they like doing some very foul things that are feeding entities and spirits and evil demons of that nature. And they don't want individuals to know about that. Like these are individuals that like you pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for like their retreats. You know what I'm saying? Like people like are getting over on all community. And like once people see that there's a space to help or heal, it immediately becomes infiltrated because now someone wants to get in on the action because either they feel it's a hoax or they've tapped into the 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 power, but they're corrupt themselves or got corrupted by the power because it was too much for them. And you know, and it's unfortunate that like a lot of individuals come to that part of their life or do things like that because then it messes it up for like all of us, especially like for people who aren't aware of the unity between what is said to be spirituality and religion or light and dark or something being a tool and then being able to be used on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like the information being one thing, but both sides are using the same information. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, hearing stuff like that about your boy Russ is magic. But it happens for sure, and it's something that definitely needs to be aware of when people with anything. You want to make sure you don't get scammed. And as scams aren't just on like it didn't work. No, like, some can work and you still can get scammed. Like you can still, you can bite off more than what you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I ain't bite off more than I chew because I'm sitting in the gap for tiny.
Instantly for the mom.
I'm sitting here in the gap for tiny. Because everybody was talking about how she was looking, and I'm just rocking with her.
You ain't gotta
I'm
be
just sitting in the gap for
all
tiny.
with a wig or
Mm-mm.
lace
That's for
fronts
real.
and liners, nails super did up and
He does
facelifts.
raw, natural. Here
Man,
it is. Just, hey, tiny. I'm sitting in the gap.
crazy.
Information way before it hit. Like I knew how Jay-Z and everybody was buying up getting these rappers to do these podcast shows so they could get this money for these subscriptions and these ads. And how these gaming ads and these people going in these gaming things was bringing a lot of money in to not only them, but the person who are running the subscription on their podcast shows. So they want these rappers. I told y'all that a long time ago. And the rapper's gonna fuck up the game. So now they get the information. 50 got some information on T.I. Cause there's no way, and I think T.I. wanna back out of this, you know what I'm saying? There's no way you have a
Say that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
See, I don't look. See, I don't want to back out of nothing. Why y'all got 50 and holding him by his balls? T.I. ain't trying to back out of nothing. Let's not get it twisted. All right.
mandatory minimum of 15 years to life, and you got caught with 2 silencers, you got caught with all those weapons, and you only do 1 year and 25 days or something like that? A year and 3 months, a year and 4 months, something like that? There's no way. There's a mandatory federal law. You have to give the federal government something that they can work with.
You don't stop this.
Like people want to go here, yo.
It's the insinuate. It's the insinuate. What
If
I
he don't stop it, this is going to be the downfall.
insinuate.
If he don't stop it.
He trying to climb all mountains. Yo, his climb every mountain.
Yeah.
Yo, his seats are shining. See shit. Follow every rainbow until you find your dream 50. I fucking hear you, G. Hear you. Wasn't that like on Sister Act or something? Like that nigga is until you find.
I'm going back to this Puff shit. They said, yo, the nigga Puff stood grounds and he ain't do that. He ain't what you call. Nigga, you think they ain't put those guns? They ain't took all that. They swept that GHB shit up under the table. That is a controlled substance under the guidelines of the Controlled Substance Act. That's a controlled substance that the perpetrators and predators use in sexual activities. They did not put the GHB, they didn't put the fucking cocaine, and they ain't put the guns in the charges. Why do you really think that? They just forgot. The New York Southern District, United States federal government under the Southern District with a 98.9 percentile rate just forgot to put it in the charges?
I'm telling you, you be having to tune in the genes sometimes where you need to find clarity on these things. Like when I lose my way and I need to find some sense of things to make it like just make it all make sense. I ran into this guy. This was like about 15 years ago, 10 years ago, maybe 12, something, anywhere between 15 and 12 years ago. I ran into this guy. Like, and it wasn't even intentional, you know? It wasn't even intentional, but there he was, dropping the facts. And like, I mean, I didn't just, automatically take him as facts, like, but he's been around that long to where like I've like seen what he said, hold up stories that he said, be word for word the same since he been telling them since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? As well as like things checking out, you know? Allegedly, them some important details. Them some important details to be leaving out the paperwork, my boy. What's going on? What's going on? I mean, I know a couple people that wish you could have forgot about that on their chart. Keep it a buck on for them. They wish.
I gotta post this.
Huh? I stand.
The trial, I was shocked. No drugs, guns, charges. They talked about it. Let me just tell y'all something. There's no better evidence than eyewitness and physical evidence. Physical evidence and eyewitness accounts will get your ass time. Do you hear me? Physical evidence.
We'll get you
That's the
some time.
guns. That's the drugs. That's the bottle of the baby oil.
Did you say the baby oil?
He said that's the bottles of the baby oil. That's physical evidence that was supposed to allegedly get him time by this man's word. Yeah, that's what he said. He said baby oil is
And then
physical evidence. Hey, just in case you were looking for more physical evidence, here's this baby oil. It's everywhere. Said it was more baby oil than soap in that nigga place. Crazy. You want another one? I got another one. You want another one? He said it was more bottles of baby oil. Nah, I'm not going. I'm not going. Keep this allegedly, Demetria. We're gonna keep your show going on for a while, okay? I couldn't think of another one. Keep it a buck. I thought I was gonna be able to drop in my head quick enough because I'm pretty good on my feet, but one didn't come fast enough.
they even use that baby oil on.
People didn't use them Hennessy bottles. I'll tell you that.
Crazy.
And it's funny because it's in your name. So I'm also saying your name than anything. That's crazy. But it's also crazy how all these things tie together, and he plays like a seamless, narrator of it, and like how like the whole like quote unquote hip hop culture, like ties into each other or is repeating cycles or whatever the case may be. But like, even though he's like what may seem like bouncing around, he's still talking about, this whole 50 Cent T.I. situation. You know what I'm saying? He's still like, okay, well, how does that even, he talking about Diddy, how does that, because if something being left out is not supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Like left or right, not saying this, not saying that, but he's still keeping it relevant to say the most. He's still tying it together to where you like he's coming up with his own how he feel about it as well as what paperwork is saying type situation. So maybe people haven't heard from 50 on a musical tip because he just wasn't trying to take it there. I mean, but I've always been this kind of person. I'm not finna. But then what did they expect? When has 50 Cent ever it instantly responded to anyone?
He doesn't.
He doesn't. So what the fuck? They thought that maybe they wanted this to be the thing, or like maybe they thought that this would be, oh, we got you. You gotta respond now because we got the kids involved or something like that. It's got petty. But like the nigga wrote with the guy who wrote, not to say it was an immaculate book or anything, but it's like a lot of people's first book that they read when they're, coming into some form of like outside of the system. 48 Laws of Power. The first law in 48 Laws of Power. 50 Cent worked with the guy to make 50 Laws of Power or something like that. You know what I'm saying? A book, and he put two more laws in there to make.
Sure.
But the first law in the 48 Laws of
That's
Power
what we're not gonna do is
lie. We're not gonna do is lie.
We ain't gonna lie.
We're not gonna lie. The first law in the 48 Laws of Power is never outshine the master.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Reason why I'm bringing that up is not saying 50 is any master, but he just came off a run.
Mhm.
Why are you trying to outshine?
Well, who trying to outshine?
Why are you trying to outshine him?
Who trying to outshine? T.I. ain't trying to look. Let me tell y'all something. T.I. ain't trying to outshine no 50. T.I. shine on his own. He ain't got to outshine nobody. Shine is already on him. He was born with the shine. He was born with the shine. He ain't trying to outshine no 50.
He was born with the
He
shining.
was born with the shine. Do you know who T.I. is?
Tip.
Tip.
Tip was born with the shining.
He was born with the shine. He ain't trying to outshine no 50. Who is 50? 50 don't stand on nothing.
It was a little boy on The Shining and calling out for Deke. Deke, Deke.
Yeah,
The house is trying to kill us, Deke, Deke. I'm coming, Danny. His name was Danny, wasn't it? I just got through from watching that shit not too long ago.
Yeah,
So it's
Curtis.
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 Curtis Jackson is crazy.
Curtis.
That's a crazy name. Curtis Jackson.
Yeah.
That's a crazy name. Curtis.
Yeah.
Curtis.
Yeah.
Man, I don't think I've ever met. Have you ever met a Curtis?
Yeah, we got a cousin named Curtis.
We do. Have I ever met that nigga?
Yeah. Crazy as all that.
Curtis, huh?
Curtis.
Yeah, that would add up then, huh? Everybody named Curtis is crazy.
I'm not sure about that one, but
do we know another Curtis? Can we 3 for 3 on that?
I know another Curtis.
Is that Curtis crazy as well?
He wasn't crazy.
He wasn't. Is that because he's no longer with us?
Yes,
or
he's
because
no longer with us.
Well, we 2 for 3.
He dibbled and dabbled a little bit, but went crazy.
We 2 for 3 on the crazy.
You don't know nobody else named Curtis.
I don't think I met anybody this time around named Curtis.
Was it somebody named Curtis Blow?
Curtis Blow? Not this time around. Yeah, we ain't here to lie.
We're not gonna lie.
One thing we're not gonna do is lie.
We're not gonna lie. No, we ain't gonna lie now.
We're not gonna lie.
We're not gonna lie. We're not gonna lie.
But maybe this works in T.I.'s favor. Maybe this was
Ain't no maybe.
Maybe this is what was needed.
For what?
To redeem the glory.
He don't need to be redeemed.
I'm going sometimes, sometimes I'm going, say the little extra stuff to pull so, we can get that for the camera, the content. Maybe, or
he need to be redeemed from nothing.
Or maybe this is what he needed to solidify himself within not only the urban community and the urban culture, but within the minds of all civilians walking on planet Earth of who the pettiest really is.
And it's Curtis.
It's Curtis, apparently. He is apparently Curtis, right?
It's Curtis.
Crazy.
It's Curtis. What is that? What is T.I.'s son name? Damani?
That's what I'm finna say.
What did Damani say?
Oh man,
What did Damani say?
What did Damani say? You know I love lyricism.
What did Damani say?
You know I love.
He said, Miss Jackson, did your son come to you first to get your advice?
You know I love lyricism. I love lyrical individuals.
Even the little kids know crazy when they see it.
But he could have kept that shit. It was fire for him, but I'm a spitter. And we're not gonna talk about that.
You a spitter, and you should have known when you heard that one. Yeah, put it on the charts.
I was like, okay, yeah, because it is lyrical, and I rock with how lyrical it was. That was lyrical. But what we not gonna
do is lie. What we not gonna do is lie. 50
might. 50 might. He might
what?
reply to all of the shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? Because he has to at some point. At some point, he has to.
Do you think he's going to reply with a song, or do you think he's just going to reply with what he's doing, what he's putting out?
I think you would want him to reply with a song at this point, right?
No, I don't.
I mean, not you. I'm saying
the world, like his fans.
Not his
what
fans.
The Curtis
fans. Perhaps even T.I.
T.I. what?
Would want for him to reply in a song at this point in life. Because he just Netflix the nigga. No chill.
I don't think
he just Netflix the nigga. No chill.
T.I.
No, 50 just Netflix a nigga. No chill. You just
so. What are you trying to say? You trying to say that T.I. will want 50 at this point to put a diss song out? Say something.
Not a documentary.
If he does anything, that's what he's gonna do.
That's what I'm saying. You would want TST being Ti? Did you seen it? I really didn't see the documentary like that. So you know that
What
Ti,
documentary?
the Diddy documentary.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So you know Ti don't did he know them cameras was there? I rest my case. You never know. Ti could have cameras. Diddy didn't know them cameras was there. Ti could have cameras. Been watching them this whole time. Diddy didn't know.
Yeah, I believe people been
So
watching
like
people the whole time. No, Diddy didn't know that. Them
so
cameras was there.
so being in Ti position, somebody had to either bring it up once or twice, or it could have came in the cause he was sleeping 3 o'clock in the morning. He popped up.
Curtis might have
He
something on
might have,
Ti.
he, you know,
That could
and
be
that
possible.
anybody got anything on anybody.
Yeah, that
Anybody
could be
got,
possible.
but you would rather a nigga say it in a song and it get played for life
Then to put
than
it
to
out
get
in the
Netflix,
documentary.
to get documented,
Yes.
like documents
Whatever
in
he
dispute.
got, whatever he got, if
Is
he got
continue
anything,
bringing fire, only fire, bring only fire.
allegedly, if he got anything, whatever he plan on doing, whatever he,
Ti bring fire, only fire to the table.
excuse me, he
No,
does that every time.
that's why I
Well,
wasn't talking about 50 when I said only fire. I was talking about Ti. Like if you gonna drop songs, you gonna drop the songs, keep with the fire.
he
Don't.
always do. You think he gonna back down?
No, I don't think you gonna back down. I'm just saying like don't get Ja Rule. Right. 1 minute every thug needs a lady.
Yeah.
Next minute
Yeah.
your son look more like you than you. Don't get Ja Rule. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna do it, you know, I support. This is a contact sport. If you're gonna hit somebody, hit them. Commit to the hit.
Maybe he just did what he did because he wanted to be just boom. And then that would have
Saying it
opened the
wasn't.
door for his sons to put something out there.
I wasn't
That had
saying
it.
that it
That's the
wasn't.
next
That
generation
it
coming
wasn't.
behind.
It wasn't efficient.
Mm.
Because that was fire. But if he
I know
doesn't
you
reply,
couldn't say that it was.
and what we're not gonna
Gonna
do
do.
is lie.
Gonna
That's
lie.
the new slogan.
Yeah.
That's the new slogan.
One
Pimp.
thing
One thing we
we're
not
not
gonna
gonna
do
do
is
is
lie.
lie.
That's
Yeah.
one thing we're not gonna. So we're gonna get this probably like a couple more, you know, and then we're gonna, you know, get up out of y'all here. But we had to tap in with Gene Deal for this one episode. You know, we're gonna be, you know, checking out other media outlets, you know, for the latest in the back and forth or the beef between Ti and 50 Cent. Gene Deal always comes with the police reports and the paperwork and you know, so we can get from a because what if this comes up in one of the songs? You know, I wanna know, you know, what that reference was. I don't be reading these niggas' paperworks and stuff that they be getting into, but allegedly somebody has something and something happened and something didn't happen.
Yeah. We not gonna do.
What we not gonna do?
Lie.
Go get you time. Don't think they took just 1,000 bottles of baby oil out of his house. Hell no. They did a field test on a
Okay, 1 and 2. One, do you think that when he said that he's insinuating that there was more?
Of course.
Damn, I thought so too. I thought so too because when I heard the story, I was like, 1,000 is a precise ass number, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's like there was a 999, 1,000, and that was it. Is that a rounded up number or a guesstimate? They looked in the corner over there, and it was the floor was too sticky, and they was like, "How many you think is open?" About 1,000. That's nasty, G.
1,000.
About 1,000. About 1,000, Sarge. Why can't you go over there? It's sticky.
Mm.
Crazy. And then what was the other thing? There was something.
probably a few hundred of them bottles or whatever like that. You'll take all that shit. Don't think that the federal government gonna leave any drugs at the scene that they seen.
Oh, and the second thing, they was saying that there was some alleged allegations that it wasn't just baby oil. Like the baby oil was like tainted, baby, like tampered
To
with.
put you under.
Like either there was something in the oil to where when it's on or rub, it goes into the bloodstream, or the casing was a front for holding something else, right? That's because who has just, I mean, probably,
Mm.
I mean, but I don't know. Isha don't even got 1,000 bottles of baby. She loves her baby.
Who is Isha?
What? What's his name? Uncle Roger, right? He be doing his Pornhub jokes. He's an Asian, and he be like, for you, hiya. So he'll say something, and it'll be like slight sexual, and then like he'll have that Pornhub sound come on. He'll be like, "Sorry, kids." He'll look in the camera.
Sorry, kids.
He'll be like, "Sorry, kids," because you never know who's watching your show. But nah, that's a lot of baby oil. I don't think I've ever seen 1,000 bottles in my whole life. Like I've been to we not gonna, you're not gonna sit.
He had that stuff there for just in case. He was just, he had been doing it over a long period of time, so
I
to
smoke weed,
accumulate
and I don't got 1,000 bags on
is
it
on a
just in
different
case.
level,
But
like
like he had the money for it. I guess I would have 1,000 bottles, 1,000 bags in the cut somewhere just in case.
in case, and he was never the person that was going out buying it.
Right. They were saying that he was one of the individuals that was saying that like he would pay individuals for his little runs and whatnot, and give them a whole bag of money and just run off in
Now,
the
what
bed
would
in
you
the
do?
bedroom. You
Your
did.
job today is to go out and buy 500 bottles of
Baby
baby
oil.
oil.
That sound like when
Wow.
this dude told me to buy. This fucking goofy told me to buy. Man, see how many things it is. It was a Sudafed.
What?
See, try to see cause Walgreens only let you get so many Walgreens only let you get so many Sudafed. It was like Sudafed C or something. It was some kind of Claritin. No, it was like either Claritin or Sudafed.
Oh,
And the nigga was trying to get some, uh, because it was like either something that junkies take after or when they feeling effed up, or it was something that he was tricking junkies with. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure, but I think it was the first one more than the second one. But the nigga was trying to basically go hit up as many as Walgreens as he can and buy up as much Sudafed as he could so he could bust these moves. He's like, man, I got a lot of Sudafed to push. I need some more Sudafed. I didn't do the move. So can I imagine somebody telling me to get 500 bottles of baby oil? That sounds just like that dude asking me to go get some Sudafed. I'm good, G. You can do that. You can do that, Joe. That's all. Sudafed, not just from this Walgreens, and then they look at me like I'm crazy because I didn't got like 12 things of Sudafed. And then I go to the next Walgreens and get some more Sudafed and the next and some more. That's going to Walmart and then seeing that they got about like 30 bottles of baby oil on the shelf, but it's the bottom shelf. And you got your cart trying to be discreet. And you grab them
get them baby
hoping
oils.
they not already open, and you get your clothes all oily. So you grab them like this real quick, because you ain't trying to one by one it. But you hope that it don't pull your clothes up. Then you put it off in the thing, but 30 wasn't enough. So now you gotta call a representative and be like, "Do y'all got more baby oil? Where, sir? I grabbed all the baby oil from the aisle. Is there more?" Is crazy.
Yeah.
That's diabolical.
Yeah.
Yes. And then can you imagine like getting that shit ring out?
Well,
Whoa, picking up for Diddy again. Cause like at that point, working if that's what's going on at that point, working at the grocery store or whatever convenience store you're at, you know when a celebrity purchase is coming through. Oh, that's for Oprah. Oprah doesn't have to walk in. You know that that's for Oprah. Well, oh, that's for that's for and it's F. I just said these niggas' names because it's these niggas' names. I wasn't saying it because of anything else. But back to the story. You think nah, they knowing. They knowing that like, okay, well, that's 7 lattes, a water and a venti mocha. I know who ordered that is. I'm used to taking that order every day or delivering that. So they know they know when that 500 comes. 573, they look dead up. This is another dead.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. So you can't even really like you can't even maneuver or shake it. That's crazy. But let's see if he say something for another couple 2 minutes. But he probably think he pretty much done touched up on me, you know.
You say you got 602 watching? Yo, y'all get the likes up, man. Because ain't nobody bringing y'all
Oh yeah,
this
yeah,
type of information and letting y'all know
Smash
what went
like
down and
that.
what was happening and the real about shit.
Real
Always do
thought
that to
shit.
Big Gene. Y'all don't you don't cash out. You don't let.
Right. I hate when people do that. Like they'll show some. It's a lot of people who got podcasts that's on that. You know what I'm saying? I be in these niggas' comments, not because I care, because that's where the people at. How else are we gonna like network? You gonna see me in the comments. So I be in these niggas' comments, and these niggas will steal your talking points for their fans and won't give you credit for it. Or be like, oh, somebody in the comments said, bitch, you know